Asia, we have to start with last night's win, because obviously you're dressed for the occasion. And, you know, after the match, Holly had a great conversation with Joyce Edwards. Yeah. And she asked Joyce what it was like, having had been a ball girl for South Carolina many years ago, to now being a freshman going to the finals. Yeah. And Joyce said to Holly, you know, when she asked her, what does it mean to play in front of A'ja Wilson? She said everything. She said, the reason we're here is because of her. Wow. I feel like it's crazy for her to see it full circle, how her legacy is inspiring other girls just like me to come out here and play. What does that mean to you?
That means everything to me, honestly. You know, that's stuff that you really can't even dream because you are never ready for that moment. But when you have that moment, you know you can shine your brightest. And that is the reason why I love what I do and I love playing, because you can inspire the next generation, planting the seeds for them to just have a sense of belief, like just believing in themselves and beaming in confidence, that it was so like powerful to see. Like, yes, they won, but just a deeper level of like, no, they have this sense of like, we belong here. And I remember as a young girl, I didn't always have that, particularly my freshman year in college. So that really means a lot. It means that, you know, the work, it's there. We're growing day by day. Change doesn't happen overnight, but it's there and we're working towards it.
I don't have a dog in the fight, but seeing Dawn Staley yell one more walking off the court.
I know, it gives you
chills. I was like, is this South Carolina or Philly? What's happening right now? But A'ja, you're at the top of your game. There's no doubt about it. With the awards won, banners raised, congratulations, having your jersey in the rafters, books you've written, businesses you're building, your foundation, the shoes you've released. Yeah. I imagine you're getting a lot of inbound on the business side. Can you talk about what makes an A'ja Wilson partnership work?
Yeah, I think I have an amazing team that makes sure that it makes sense. Longevity, sustainability, but also authenticity. I think sometimes we fail to kind of show up for that in some cases, but I love the brands that I'm honored to be a part of brands that really want me for me. Not just the basketball player that could put the ball in the hoop, but the person diving into like, no, how can we help you, your foundation, and everything that you stand for? And those are the top three things that I'm like, no, I have to have that in a brand in order for me to really feel, because I want my partnerships and my relationships to feel like genuine, because that's how you get the best out of everyone.
Well, speaking of that, Kate, we have some breaking news that you might want to share
here
with our audience.
Yeah, well, I get the pleasure of representing JPMorganChase to formally announce our new partnership with A'ja. And we are so excited to bring her into the JPMorganChase family, but as she just said, to learn from her. And she is just such a representative of everything that we represent as a brand, and we're so excited about the partnership and all the cool things we're going to get to do.
Thank you.
When I think of generational players and generational brands, this works. Kate, talk about the insights as you're coming into this space in 2025 with this new partnership and thinking about, you know, also what you're building with the Valkyries. How is Chase thinking about showing up with intention, with authenticity, and what you're looking to get out of both this partnership but the broader investments Chase is making?
Yeah, I think the two words you just said there, intention and authenticity, is exactly how we're trying to think about expanding the presence that we've always had in women's sports, but making sure that we're doing it in a way that continues to align with how the entire business of women's sports is growing. As the individual athletes, the leagues, the teams, our partners at the Valkyries, our partners at the USTA, who were at the forefront of equal pay so long ago. We are really setting forth with intention of being part of changing that and the momentum that is currently exists, but just making sure it continues on that trajectory forward.
Incredible. A'ja, as I think about the upcoming season, and I'm sure you have one ambition on your ambition board or your vision board, which is to lift the trophy again.
Sure.
What about off the court? Talk to us about your foundation and some of the things that you're thinking about and how you're using this platform and this moment that we're all navigating to continue to build your legacy outside of basketball.
For sure, like off the court, I feel like I want this to just be a movement. I want it to be, I'm thinking big, I want global. I want us to be household names and in spaces and areas like this where we can dig a little bit deeper than just the uniform and hoisting that trophy, even though I love doing that. Don't get me wrong, love doing that. But I also like to just build my brand and my business as well that's that's really to me. And like we said, the amazing partnership with Chase just allows me to do that as well. And just the longevity, the sustainability. Like, we all know WNBA is like a hot commodity now. Everybody wants a team. You get a team, you get a team, you get a team. It is cute. It's really cute. But it's like, we're still learning. We're still growing. And it's like, we don't just want that partnership that's like, okay, we got a WNBA player. Cool, let's move on. Like, no, we want to like create those relationships and those bonds so we grow together. And then now you're seeing us globally and you're seeing us in your homes. And now that's where the money comes from, because you can see us. So I think that's, for me, is what I need on my vision board and my portfolio and everything in between. Like, no, I want to go big. And I do that with amazing partners like Chase.
I love that. At Deep Blue, we talk a lot about how the women's sports space and its commercial partners need to think transformatively, not transactionally. And Kate, I'd love to talk about some of the words Asia's using, longevity, thinking about, you know, this being a movement and the sustainability. And I think, to your point, while we're certainly living in a gold rush and a hype moment, the continuation of that is paramount. So how do you think about the world of financial services and just the importance that it's going to play, especially as we're seeing, you know, so many of these great athletes out on the court right now, millionaires overnight thanks to NIL. So what does that look like in terms of how Chase is thinking about supporting the space?
Yeah, I think on the athlete side, obviously being there from the beginning of the journey and growing with them and being a resource and being an advocate and, you know, opening up the platform that they might not have already have opened through our influence as a brand is really important to us as we think about the longevity, because to your point, it's a hot topic right now, but we want it to be a hot topic forever.
Yes.
And you got to put in the work at the foundational level from both the infrastructure side, when we think about sort of our institutional businesses and the infrastructure and the investment needed to make sure the facilities are up to better than they should be for women's sports, right? Like, not even good, but great. So we're thinking about the full spectrum of our ability as a brand to help truly create that rock solid foundation for the future. So it's not a moment in time. It's about the longevity.
Talk about Futures Asia. What are you betting on? Like, when you look at everything happening around in this, again, moment we're living through, what fires you up?
I would have to say just betting on women, like seeing us as women in different spaces and having conversations and being in areas like this to where we're just bigger than just what's on that uniform. Like, I'm gonna always bet on the woman when it comes to just getting things done, because that's what we do best. Oh, shout out to the men in here. We know not gonna do that. But like, I'm gonna always bet on that, and I think I'm just super excited just to see our growth. Like, yes, we know the growth is happening now, and it's been happening over years, but just sustaining it, that's so key, because we've seen so many times where we get this March Madness high, and then it's like, okay, WNBA, and then it's like we wait a little bit, then it's back. Like, no, it's basketball being played all over the world, and it's great basketball. The product is there. Investing in us, I'm so excited for that, because we're growing.
So as you're investing or seeing the investment coming in on the court, how you're thinking about the investments you personally are making off the court. I'd be remiss not to shout out your business partner, Eva Wilson, here in the front row of Burt Wax Candle Company. But when you think about how you're using this platform and recognizing, like, yes, we hope this hockey stick growth trajectory continues, but we have to be ready should it not, because we've seen it before. How are you thinking about those investments in terms of, you know, setting yourself up for the long haul?
Like you said, honestly, just being around people that I trust and know that they're investing in me for me, and understanding that I'm not going anywhere, but yes, obviously we have to brace ourselves for whatever may happen, but just keeping my eye on the horizon and knowing that I'm going to continue to invest in myself and invest in others so we can grow together. Obviously, going into business with my mom is, how can I put it?
A blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It really is. It is a blessing. Sometimes a curse, but a blessing. But like, just leaning on people that really truly want to invest in you, like Chase, like other businesses that are really there for the long run and continue to, like you said, lay this foundation down. And do we know everything? No. Are we going to see anything coming? Maybe not. But just learning each other and growing in that space so it's really true is like something that I'm going to brace myself for.
Love it. Chase, what is Chase fired up about for this partnership?
Oh my gosh, it's like you don't even have to, like, it's easy to just get excited to work with her without even having to list all the things and reasons why. I mean, she's obviously the athlete she is, but she's so much more than that. And like, I said to her the first time we met 2 months ago, I said, you radiate joy. And I think the person that she brings, no matter what she's doing, it just is such an exciting thing for us as a brand to have a partner like that, because it just gives us so much opportunity together. And so, and being lovely to work with too. But yeah, she's a force, and we're happy to be along on the ride.
I love that. Well, I'm going to use some additional adjectives. I saw this incredible shot on Instagram from your most recent A1 exhibit that's here. And it said, Asia is a scorer, a shot blocker, a leader, a legend, a record breaker, a real one, a star, a standard, a one. But they left one out. Did you know what they left out?
What they let off, girl?
A one of one.
Oh,
Come on.
you think.
Asia Wilson and K-Shop, everyone.